40 beauty queens will compete for 2 titles in this year's Binibining Pilipinas pageant happening on Sunday at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The titles are Miss International and Miss Globe. Now, joining the festivities this weekend is the reigning Miss International, Germany's Jasmin Selberg, who arrived in the country just yesterday. How are you doing? I mean, you arrived when, like 1 p.m. yesterday?
Yes.
About 1 p.m.
So I was greeted at the airport by many media and also many fans. And it was so nice to finally be here in the Philippines.
We understand, like, even our own Miss International, Hannah Arnold, who you competed with, was also there to welcome you to the Philippines. This is your first time here in the Philippines.
It is, and I actually feel so happy to be here because the training camp that teach me in Germany all about pageants, they are actually Filipinos.
There you go.
I'm finally in the home country of pageantry.
And now you can see where it all started and how it all began.
Really?
I mean, it's so big here. Pageantry is so big here in the Philippines. What will your activities be before the grand pageant, which will happen on Sunday? Are they keeping you busy?
They are. So I will, of course, have some bonding time with Hannah and the girls.
Okay.
I will attend the rehearsals. We will also do some charity. We will visit the Operation Smile. And I really look forward to that.
Yeah, well, you have been holding the title Miss International for like a few months now, maybe 5 months. I mean, you were crowned in December, as I understand,
exactly.
in Tokyo. For you, what would you say would be the best thing about being a Miss International?
Having friends in every country that I visit, literally, and that actually makes me a Miss International because wherever I go, wherever I travel, I always have like someone to go to, someone to contact, and that is really something that makes me love pageantry even more.
Okay, that being said, I mean, you've also been a part of so many, other pageants, right? For you, what would you say should the qualities of a Miss International have? What should that Miss International have?
So for me, it is definitely to be kind. That is not just for Miss International,
It's
but
just
for like in general for humankind. But for me, a Miss International should be kind. She should be approachable and also humble, because that is how you really get far in life, in my opinion.
And as you mentioned earlier, that you're happy to be here because the team that has helped you also came from the Philippines, and now as you can understand, how pageant crazy the Philippines is. What can you say about the Filipino beauty queens as you approach Sunday and prepare to crown our next Binibining Pilipinas International?
I know for sure that the Filipino beauty queens are always well prepared, and that is also because the organization, of course, is there for them. They support them really well, and that is something that European countries, for example, still lack. So we and my Filipino beauty camp, the Queen's Camp in Germany, we are working on it.
Okay. And of course, you're working to try to encourage also, other women to continue to join the pageants. I mean, before winning the Miss International, I mean, earlier, I've said you've joined Miss Globe, Miss Universe, Miss Supranational. What kept you going? I mean, each time, I remember there was an article and you mentioned that the more you join all of these competitions or pageants, the more you grow to love it. What is it to love about pageantry?
No, really, it's like what I said earlier. First, it's the friendships you make, and it actually helped me to find myself in some kind of ways. So before the training started in November 2020 with my Filipinos, I didn't really know anything about beauty pageants. So I started doing research, and then they found me and approached me, and they really gave me unconditional love and support in the pageant world. And they actually helped me really to get out of my shell. Like I found all these new qualities that I had somehow lingering inside of me. And that is really something that helped me with my own personality development and also for my future, I would say.
That's right. I mean, it just gave you all the equipment you need to be a more confident and empower you, moving forward. And of course, Sunday, the big coronation is happening for us here in the Philippines. Why don't you invite everybody to come and watch and see you, and of course, see these lovely ladies on Sunday.
So, please join and watch Binibining Pilipinas live at the Araneta Coliseum. I will be there, and also we might have a moment together, and you can take pictures with me and all the other beauty queens that will join.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us so early in the morning. I know you're quite busy, but we do appreciate the time that you have given us here. Once again, Jasmin Selberg, thank you for joining us here on New Day.
Thank you so much for inviting me.